Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Let me see how loud this damn mic is. 1 second. Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Let me see how loud this damn mic is. 1 second. Alright, what about this? Let's see. Okay. Alright, what about this? Yep, I like that. Alright, so I watched back the last live stream just to see what the sound sounded like. I didn't realize it was complete dog water. So I fixed it. Now I'm wearing headphones, cheap headphones, just so you guys don't have to listen to me smack against the keyboard. There are a few changes that I've made that I wanted to show you guys. For those of you who care, there was one person that commented asking when it was going to be released and where on one of the videos. It's going to be on GitHub and it's also going to be on Steam, both for free. I'm going to put it out on GitHub, that way you can go through the source code, read everything for yourself, and then if you want to make your own tweaks, your own changes, feel free. It's pretty easy to navigate through. It's not that hard. It's pretty welcoming, especially coming from me as someone who's only programmed a few things so far. This is, I think, only my third game and my first like actual real game with legitimate like save and load features. Well, I guess I should also open something up. The previous games that I've made were just simple like loop runtime games. Make sure that's centered. That's good. Sure. But now we've got something more serious. So I wanted to launch this as a legitimate game for everyone to play and enjoy. My previous games were in Python for the most part. And then I heard a lot of good things about Odin, so I wanted to check out Odin, and that's why if you read through the source code, actually a lot of how I write my code is kind of similar to how or I guess anyone would structure Python code, only because that's the only way I know how to do it. I know it's probably really redundant. There's probably better ways of doing it. But fuck it. I guess that's the cool thing about programming. Everyone does it a little bit differently. Before we get into the game, still just want to keep talking to you guys. So if this bores you, then whenever I release the video, you can just skip ahead. Because there's actually some pretty cool features that I wanted to show you guys, and I think that you guys would be pretty interested in. What else did I want to talk about? It's going to be out on Steam, GitHub, obviously, so you can read through everything. Yeah, so I made this game to be compatible with pretty much any hardware from like the past 20 fucking years. So if you have like a really booty computer, or you don't have a lot of money, or you don't have access to new hardware, then you can run this game on anything pretty much. Whether it's Windows, Linux, Apple, you know, whatever. So that's pretty cool. And I'm having a lot of fun learning Odin. So I'll probably use Odin for other projects. I've already thought about, I wanted to potentially rewrite this and do another version of this, maybe move on from Honeyville and go to like a new city, but continue with the FuzzyBuddyFarms. But when I was watching other people write their Odin video games, I saw how they structured, I guess I could just show you guys here. Or I guess here too, if you look at this program that I'm also working on, this is like a video editing tool. See how everything is broken up into different directories instead of just all one big file. See how this is the main. So it's kind of similar to Python. How you'd have your main.py, you've got your main.odin. Then you got your executable here, whatever. If you go over to FuzzyBuddyFarms, you see there is no main.odin. Really, this assets isn't even needed. This is just an Easter egg, as I've said before. So this assets isn't even needed. These are just your save files, and then whatever pictures you take in game, it also saves it into this here. That way if you delete it from your phone on accident, you can also go back here and get the pictures. But everything will, or I guess I could show you here. So everything here is all in one file, as you can see. Instead of being into multiple files, into multiple directories within, you know, other subdirectories, yada 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 yada, like that other program I showed you guys. Do I know if there's a performance loss or gain doing it either way? No. I haven't really noticed anything. My game, I haven't really run into any issues. There was one really weird bug where after I would play the game for like 20 minutes, it would just randomly crash, but that was really early. And then it randomly just went away, and I don't know what it was, but hopefully that stays okay. I don't know what caused that. It just randomly fixed itself. But yeah, I think I've done enough yapping. If you want to check out anything, you can go to the description of this video. I've linked the GitHub link, so you can go check everything out. There's a wiki section, so you can read everything and start following along. But might as well show you what I've been working on. So there's now, as you can see at the bottom left here, there's a health, hunger, and thirst bar. You have to go up to the restaurant now, and eventually, like some NPCs, if you go up to them and you talk to them, this one, he's not selling any food or anything. Some of them sell food. I guess none of these do. Maybe I changed it. I thought that some of them used to sell food and water. Either way, there's the farmer's market. You can go up to the bar, or you can go to the restaurant. For right now, you can only go to the restaurant. This is the only working one. Ignore the interior. I know it's still ugly. You have to get it fixed, and ignore the names. This is all old stuff back when I didn't really care. So even if you go to like over to the bar here, you can see Yeah, so eventually I think the sweet sting shot, I think will start it'll be weird stuff like there's a 1 in 3 chance where you get a bee sting and then you have to go to the hospital and get like a little bee sting patch, whatever, medicine. No, 2 likes, cool, thanks guys. Stuff like that. Kind of got distracted what I was saying. So yeah, ignore the restaurant interior, ignore the names of everything. I still have to make changes. Like I said, all those options and items were from really early on in the game when I was just testing the layout of everything just so I could get a visual representation of what everything looked like laid out. So all the names and everything will get changed, don't worry. But as you can see, the thirst down here starts going into the red once it gets under 30%. And then once, I think it's one of them or both of them hits 0, then it starts draining your health. But yep, you can go to your inventory, you can consume things. Drinks give you a little bit of hunger, or replenishes a little bit of hunger in your thirst. Food only does hunger. Now that it's raining, this is actually a perfect time for me to show you there is a new weather feature. So right now this isn't working. It's supposed to tell you or keep track of how long it's been raining for, but it tells you rain cycles, things like that. So that's pretty cool. That's one of my new features that I added in. And I guess we'll just let this run out so I can test my other feature. The other thing I added in, once it gets to 0, it will kill your player, air quote, and you'll spawn back at the hospital and it'll deduct 50% of the player's money. And it's kind of just like a little fun gag so people can't just sit around and, you know, wait for the game to do its thing. 1 second, I have to burp. Okay, false alarm. I took off my earbud and then it didn't even have to burp. The other cool thing that I've added now, okay, so yep, the health does go down even once thirst hits 0, so it doesn't have to both be 0. That's cool. The other thing that I added is this cell phone. So you can go through, well, the cell phone is multiple layers. Sorry. There we go. On the cell phone, I don't know if I showed this last time or if this was on the last stream, but we've got 12-hour layout instead of the 24-hour clock like up here. So you'll have the AM and PM. And then, well, I guess it's kind of redundant because it does also say day up here and then it'll say night, whatever. But there's some hotkeys, so if you can't ever remember, you can go to your help page. There's keybinds for everything. You can scroll down, scroll all the way through, and you can see what everything does. Very cool. You hit the backspace, the delete button, goes back. And then these are still all hotkeyed, but if you don't remember, that's all right. So your stats go F4. Or you can just hit enter when you're doing this, and then close it. Boom. Very cool. Achievements, same thing. Very cool. But another thing that I really love is the contacts. So once you sell to NPCs or you talk to them or you build any type of relationship with them, they will get added into your contacts page. So for example, we'll go talk to Obi-Wan, and you will see here that it says we are strangers. So then if I've already bought the lightsaber from him, but see, I already carry the lightsaber. So if I can sell to him, our relationship grows more. Very cool. But if I go up to, say, someone like this, oh, looks like I died. Don't know if it actually deducted 50% of my money or not, but cool. So that works. Guess I can watch the stream back. Let's see. Oh, it did. Looks like it did. Okay, cool. So that's really sweet. As I was saying, you can go up. Once you've started to build relationships, it'll pull up here. Another bug. Ignore the person's supposed to be sitting flush into this square, but when I was moving them down into this square, it also moved them down here, so I will have to address that. What else? I'll turn on my light. What else has been added? Trying to think. Oh, one of my favorite features, the lightning bugs. Let's zoom in so you can see them. There's two of them. I love them. They are by far my, well, that and I like the animated bees. Those two are both my proudest achievements in this game so far, I think. I love those guys. Soon I'll add in like ladybugs and stuff like that, but for right now, screw it. Trying to think of what else was added that's new that you have not seen yet. I guess that might be all. Shoot. Yeah. I guess so. I feel like I've been working my butt off on all of those features. And in my head, I was like, oh man, you know, this next time I make a video about this, I'm gonna have a lot to show people. You know, the people who commented and the like 2 people who followed me or subscribed to me, they're gonna be like, damn, look at all this new shit. And now I'm looking, I'm like, damn, I don't really have nothing. Let's go look at some fishes while we talk. Let's look at some fish while we talk. So what else do I want to do with the game? I don't know. I think this is as serious as I want it to be in terms of simulation with like the health and all that, because there is also a simulated stock market and now relationships between NPCs and NPC memory. So I don't know, I feel like that's not only is it very complicated to maintain, for me, but I feel like that's pretty realistic, and it's a video game. It doesn't need to be competing with, you know, GTA 6. It's just a little bee farm game. So I'm happy with that. I definitely want to add in some more animal types. Turtles roaming around the pond. I think that would be really cool, 'cause I love turtles. Want to add in more animal buddies. I want to be able to add in some more weird things, like the Pizza Planet alien dudes from Toy Story. I really love those guys. I really love Wall-E. So it'd be cool to add them in as little animal buddies. What's that one dude's name from Over the Hedge? The turtle, what's his name? Vern? I think his name's Vern. That's my boy. That's my boy. I love that movie, but Vern, I used to have a stuffed animal, and in kindergarten there was another kid there, and he stole Vern from me, and he stole my Buzz Lightyear toy. It was a special edition toy too, the silver one with purple and blue armor. Yep. He finessed that boy from me. Both of them. It broke me. Those are my favorite. But anyways. You know what? Before I die, let's go see what happens. See if we can get the game to break while we're here. Eventually, the save slots, I don't have them saved like your choice of what you set your... I guess I can't select it when I'm inside. Oh, passed away. Let's see. So that's strange. When you leave the hospital, it randomly... I had that happen to me the first time I wired it into the game, and it spawned me, when I was out in the field, it spawned me back out onto my bee farm. And then the last time it spawned me back at the hospital, and when I walked out and went out to the hospital door, that time it put me in the town center. So I'll have to get that figured out. Another thing that I think would be cool to add in with the contacts, if you're ever looking for someone, once you've unlocked the full BFF status, it'll give you like air quote find my friends unlocked, and then you'll be able to hit, you know, track or ping, and then it'll pop up on your mini map over here, and then you can follow them, because it already does it with the player. I already figured it out with the player and with the car here. That's what this little yellow thing is here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I meant to get in the car. Let's see how it parks over there. I gotta change it because it's a bit big for the map, but it's okay. On the big map it looks fine, and then on the mini map, for whatever, it's all fucked up. But that way you can ping, if you're looking for an NPC, boom, pop up on the map, you can go travel to them. What else? I don't know, there's still so much that I want to add. So much empty space in the town center. None of these buildings will be staying here. They're all strictly just tiered right now, just for placement and for testing to make sure, you know, people can't walk through them. But all of these will get shifted around a little bit more, so don't worry. But yeah, we've got the dealership, the garage. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I was gonna keep playing and maybe even write some code here tonight, but the way it sounds, I'm a bit sleepy right now, so I might just call it good. We'll say good night, YouTube. I'm also gonna have to get that fixed with my phone. When you press the space bar, it'll activate the phone. Forgot to do that. But good night. We're gonna go to sleep. It's not really that late. It's only 9:30 where I am, but I get tired early, so until next time.